International Women's Day has become hugely powerful, I think, not just obviously across women's sport, but I think globally actually just sort of displaying the strength and the character that a lot of females are showing these days.
I think it's really important for every organisation or sport to celebrate International Women's Day, particularly for me and my involvement in cricket and seeing the journey that women's and girls cricket has been on, particularly over the last 20 years. It has all been about everybody getting behind the momentum for women's sport and women's cricket.
There are such strong role models in women's and girls cricket at the moment. It's a massively fast-growing sport. I think it's the fastest growing sport in the UK. I think recognising those role models, recognising the roles that they play in inspiring new people to take up the sport is critical.
As a PE teacher, I see a lot of wasted talent from young girls, and seeing them get recognised gives them more motivation to put themselves out there and play more sport and get involved.
Growing up, I guess, as a teenager in the late 80s, my role models were in sport anyway, were mostly men. But I think, that was an era where there wasn't the recognition and the profile and the celebration so much of women. And now, of course, it's hopefully so much more different.
Sussex cricket has had a massive impact on the women's game. And Claire Connor, who was the captain of the first team that won in 2003, has led through the ECB and through her role in Sussex cricket pretty much a revolution in women's cricket.
Claire became such a huge role model to me. I wanted to go to Brighton College because she worked there, she was my house mistress there, and obviously having been the former captain of England, captain of Sussex, we wear the same shirt number. It's quite a nice touch.
I've been at the Weald School for the last 7 years, and Sussex come in and deliver not only curriculum lessons for girls, but also extracurricular lessons. So to be able to do that across Sussex is just getting girls playing sport. They need a route into cricket, and school, I think secondary school is the perfect way.
And I think as coaches and obviously as role models, that's what our job is, to get more girls playing.
I think the most exciting thing about the game, the women and girls game in Sussex, is just the enormous potential and the growth over the next 10 or 20 years. I think trying to imagine where the game is going to be in 20 years' time is really exciting, because it's grown so much in the last 10 years and it's now exponential. And there are so many girls and women playing the game that I think it's going to be the biggest growth for cricket across not only Sussex but across the country.